Trib Live Radio presents Gladiators of the Cage, online at GOTCMMA.com and on Twitter at GladiatorMMA412. It's time to get all the inside info on the Pittsburgh MMA scene right now, right here, only on Trib Live Radio.
What's going on, everybody? Justin LeBar here. If you're listening live on Trib Live Radio, thank you. If you're watching us on YouTube, subscribe. Thank you. What about everybody out there in live Periscope land? Morgan, she's following us around with the Periscope. Awesome stuff. Time for some MMA talk. We are here, Robert and Scott, representing Gladiators of the Cage. Now, if you're an MMA fan, if you're an MMA fan, or if you watch on TV but have never got to go to a show live, I highly suggest. I've seen, like I said to you guys before we got on air, I know you guys did shows at Stage AE. I had seen just even pictures of the high quality of what you guys are doing, and it is certainly top notch of anything anybody's going to find other than going to a UFC show wherever they may be. Gladiators of the Cage, GOTC 18, coming up August 22nd in Cheswick, Pennsylvania, which is just north of Pittsburgh. So if you can get there, check it out. There is just a stacked card of pro and amateur fights. Don't miss. I mean, we're talking future stars of tomorrow. So you're talking about guys you could be seeing main eventing on pay-per-view on the UFC in the future. Tickets available online, GOTCMMA.com. Card subject to change as always. And Gladiators of the Cage, good charity work. You guys supporting the PA Hero Walk. Thanks for coming in here, guys. And I gave all that stuff out here, but I'm going to let you guys talk to me. You guys are probably running around crazy, all the final planning and prep. You're about a month away. How's this show shaping up August 22nd?
Well, the show's shaping up good. My name's Robert Joseph, and I'm the CEO of Gladiators of the Cage. And the show's shaping up fine. You know, you always have those last card changes. Cards always subject to change. But other than that, the main event, co-main event, the title main events, they're solid, and I think they're going to be exciting. And these particular fighters are the ones you're going to see in the UFC. You know, we as a Gladiators of the Cage promotion, we go after these fighters that we know have a future with the UFC. We've had 5 fighters so far that's made it to the UFC out of our promotion. It's done something for our show, whether announcing or fighting. Jessica I, who's fighting this week, has done stuff with our promotion. She's fighting here on the 25th. We also have Dominic Steele, who's fought for us in Ohio. He's fighting this Saturday in the UFC. We also had several other ones go. Cody Garbrandt's fought for us, and he just fought a couple weeks ago with UFC pay-per-view event. He was on Fox Sports 1. So, I mean, it's we have the talent that goes, and those are just 3 of the ones that have gone. So
now, before we introduce your partner Scott here, I just want to pick right off. You just rattle off a lot of names that you guys are able to find this talent and showcase them with your promotion, and then they go on to do even bigger things. Why are you guys grabbing this? Why is it? Is it because of the great production you guys have? Is it because of the
absolutely.
I mean, it's got to be. Someone's got to be drawing these guys and say, I want to work with these guys.
That's exactly right. We got fighters that are contacting us from all over the country, including Canada. We've had fighters contact us from some other countries that, hey, we want to come fight for you. It's a little expensive to get some of these to fly them in from, Brazil or whatever. But they see us now as a stepping stone to the UFC. So now we're starting to draw some of this talent that is wanting to come in here and fight. Andrew Whitney just fought this weekend with the UFC. He's been on our radar, and he was supposed to fight for us here in the future, but now he's with the UFC, so he'll no longer be able to do so. Chris Dempsey, he's already fought twice with the UFC, and he fought almost exclusively with the Gladiators of the Cage. So, yeah, I think the way our promotion's done, the way we stream it, we've been on Root Sports, we've been on Fox. They now see us as a stepping stone, and we're getting them to contact us. So, if people are going to see the future stars of the UFC, they're going to see them right here with Gladiators of the Cage. And being that most of these UFC fights are not even close to Pennsylvania, if you want to see these guys, this is where to see them.
And that's Robert, the CEO. Scott, you can give me your title and talk to me more about the chance to see this, even if you can't be in Pittsburgh. As Robert mentioned, you guys are streaming this. You guys are really, your avenues of distribution, again, seem to be a step above your general competition in terms of regional promotions.
Oh, sure. I'm Scott Benton. I'm a managing partner / general manager of Gladiators of the Cage, Epic Leap Entertainment. What makes us stand out the most is the production. Our crew. We spend the extra money to have the extra cameras. We have usually about 5 cameras at every single one of our events.
And that's a lot, because most I ever see at any other show is usually 2 at most.
I mean, absolutely.
So if they have cameras at all, if it's not some Joe Schmo with the Walmart JVC.
Well, that happens too. You get them up there and they're up there with their little HD camera. And
Yeah.
We've been there, though. Don't get me wrong.
You guys have evolved and grown.
Absolutely,
been
a stepping stone. We stepped up our game, so we use Cut and Run Studios. We stream everything live, so you can watch it on YouTube. You can watch it on live stream, Twitter. You can watch it off our website as well.
That's awesome.
It's also, we're televised nationally on Tough TV, so 43 million is their reach. So obviously, we're trying to expand a little bit more and grow as we go.
That's great. All right, so let's we won't go through necessarily the whole card because I know there's quite a few pro and amateur fights, but let's at least talk about the main event. Let's talk about what the top what should be the top fight, top attraction for August 22nd is. Give me the rundown. Obviously, it's a pro fight, which for those again maybe not know with shows that have pro and amateur, a little bit different rules and such and different round structures. So talk to me about the main event.
Well, the main event's Mike Wilkins. He's from Pittsburgh. He fights out of Renzo Gracie, right down off the Strip District. He's 5-1. He's fought almost exclusively for Gladiators of the Cage, maybe minus one fight. He's fighting a real tough kid out of Ohio, I believe Dayton, Ohio, Dayton MMA, named Rob Hanna. Rob Hanna is 5-0, undefeated, coming in here. He's fighting for this GOTC lightweight title, and buddy, he wants it, man. He's been posting it all over Facebook saying, I'm coming to take this title, and I'm coming to take it, and I'm taking it back to Ohio. So Mike's really got to step up to the plate here. Not only is this fight in his backyard, it's in Pittsburgh. Does he want this kid to come and take the title to Ohio? Heck no, he doesn't. So he's going to, Mike has been training hard.
Well, and that's August 22nd. Again, it's going to be in Cheswick, Pennsylvania, August 22nd, Saturday night. GOTCMMA.com is where you can get tickets. Doors open at 6, bell time at 7.